Is up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video where we have some battles featuring Jamie from Pallet, who's also a content creator. So shout out to Jamie from Pallet. His links are in the description, and this is a pretty powerful team featuring Deoxys Defense, Umbreon, and Shadow Nidoqueen. If you're looking for an open Great League team to use to try and climb Elo, I think this is a great team to try out. It is a little bit weak to things like Registeel in the back, I guess. But honestly, Nidoqueen can hold its own. Deoxys can hold its own. What else is it weak to? Sableye, I guess, lead is a little bit tough. I guess you would just swap in Nidoqueen in that situation. But it's a very strong team. And Jamie from Pallet is an extremely improved battler. As we look at his footage, I did a coaching session with him a while back, and he has improved immensely, now reaching an extremely high elo this season. And that's kind of the theme of this video, is Jamie, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, Jamie, but I don't think you hit legend until maybe like a few seasons ago, and then now not only hitting legend with ease, but climbing the leaderboard for the first time, and finished the season one elo ahead of me on the leaderboard. So Jamie has improved immensely as a battler, and we're going to take a look at some of his gameplay here with this very strong team. And didn't really showcase much of that first battle, but it looked like a pretty dominant win. He's screenshotting the game against Ferrixter. I'm sure some of you know Ferrixter, a content creator. Oh no, a Wigglytuff. Oh no. This is looking like hard counter city so far. But can Jamie from Pallet turn this around? I mean, if they don't have a hard answer for the Nidoqueen, there is a chance the Nidoqueen just straight up sweeps. Like, because Sableye might be their best Nidoqueen answer. So if it's even something like neutral in back, and you kind of need steel coverage, right, for the Wiggly, so it could be something like a fighter. Could be a fighter, could be a GFisk. GFisk would be pretty bad, but maybe still winnable with some baits if it's GFisk. Takes out Sableye, trying to get out of there right away, and it's Toxie. And this is where the OP-ness of Shadow Nidoqueen takes over. Jamie's going to go straight Poison Fang, and I don't think this Toxicroak is going to get to... Oh my god, this Toxicroak's not going to get to 3 Mud Bombs, that's for sure. If it shields, it'll probably get to 2, but it is not going to get to 3. And this Nidoqueen, oh my gosh, is going to be able to shield and farm down here, get off a Poison Fang against the Wigglytuff, and the Wigglytuff's going to have to shield this. Gets a denial as well. I think the Nido reaches another Poison Fang before getting charmed down. Doesn't shield. And these jabs are doing so much. Doesn't quite get there. Going for the move. Is the Wigglytuff at 1 HP? Not quite, but the next Snarl KOs. Probably should have just snarled there instead of throwing the move since they still had a shield. But really nicely done, coming back from a tough lead and a tough counter swap. It just shows you how powerful Nidoqueen with 2 shields is. There's not a whole lot of things that are going to beat it. Oh man, this opponent's super weak to an Umbreon lead. Coffin and Trevenant, they are so weak to Umbreon. So this is a situation, right, where once you take out this Trev, you're probably going to want to safe swap your Nidoqueen. And I can already like anticipate that ahead of time because they're probably going to have some sort of Umbreon counter, and by swapping the Nidoqueen, you're going to lure out the Coffin, and Nidoqueen can at least hold its own. And then DD will clean up whatever Pokemon comes in. Yeah, this is game. Like, this is already game. Because you just Poison Fang this, you can just completely sack this Nidoqueen. There's really no need to shield it. And here comes the Coffin. And yeah, this is game over, because really all really Jamie had to do to win this game was stay in, take out the Trevenant, and then swap into the Nidoqueen. And that's game over, because Now you come in with Umbreon. I'd come in right away, to be honest, because he's still switch locked, so you don't want to give him a chance to get out of there. Go for the foul play right away. Takes it out. And now you've got DD versus Scrafty with 2 shields still in play. Game over. Game over. And it's on to the next one. Against Jet. Kenny the Jet Smith is the opponent. Another terrific lead. Here is Nidoqueen safe swap. Doesn't have like an obvious answer, so I kind of like this play of staying in for a bit, chipping. Maybe you go to DD after this. Go for double Psycho Boost or something. Yep, exactly. Definitely let this first one go. I don't think they even built up to Earth Power. Gets debuffed. Building. This kind of makes sense, right? At least you're kind of putting the pressure on them to shield. I would let it go. Yeah, because Nido can handle the Trev. And if you take it out, yeah, they're just going to come in with the Trev anyway, so DD might get farmed down here completely. But it doesn't matter that much, right? You've got an Umbreon. Your opponent's switch locked in here. A little bit of lag there. Seed Bomb doesn't do very much. Gets off the foul play. This would nearly KO. Does KO. In comes a Nido. I really like this play as well, because it's tough to like Poison Fang this thing down, so this makes a lot of sense. Eat the Fang, get off your move, then you probably swap no matter what, just to avoid being jabbed down. Exactly. In comes Wall Rain, and you know, normally this is a terrible matchup, right? But up 2 shields, Nido's just going to be able to jab right through this. Jab and Fang, jab and Fang. It looks like 2 Fangs plus the jabs. Should be pretty much enough to take out the Wall Rain. Theoretically, could have just thrown that Poison Fang right away. Oh, interesting. Undercharging. Yeah. Don't think that was necessary, because now you have to shield here. Yeah, now you just gotta... Oh, Jamie! Are you kidding me, bro? Terrific counting. Gets off the Earth Power. Jamie from Pallet. You savage, bro. Who taught you that, Professor Oak? Ash Ketchum back in your days growing up in Pallet Town, bro? Nicely done. Styling with the catch. Styling with the Ho-Oh wings. And the mask. Eastside Pastor is the opponent. He loves that that Grimer. A shiny Alolan Grimer. XL. Eastside Pastor is a terrific battler from the Austin, Texas area. He's also a pastor. He also donates money via his Twitch streams to his local community. So I encourage you to go look him up on Twitch. Really nice dude. We've got such a great community here in Pogo PvP. Sometimes, you know, there are a few apples here and there that can ruffle some feathers, but overall, we've got such a great community in this game. Umbreon just kind of bulking its way through this Grimer. Is it going to get to the foul play? It is. Umbreon is an absolute animal. So tanky. And take Switch. And Switch was super important here, because DD does not want to see the Trev. Trev going to get off a Seed Bomb here. Jamie's going to respect it with a shield. Makes sense, right? You know it's a Seed Bomb, but you can't really afford for the DD to get lined up against this Trev. Gets a shield from the Fang. Sneaks in a jab. That's pretty big. Now the Trev's probably going to have to swap out. And it's Azu. Oh my gosh. This team's very weak to Nidoqueen. This makes sense. You also could have stored this Fang and then come in DD. I think either would have worked. This is probably safer, to be honest, because Eastside Pastor let it go. Now you can just counter down. Save your shield. Oh, you don't have a shield. Yeah, maybe this was the smarter play. Because if you come in with the DD and take too much damage, you potentially risk the Trev farming you down. And yeah, the Trev kind of had to commit to a farm down or a double up because... Or did it? Well, the jabs would have done more. Yeah, the jabs would have done more than the Shadow Claws, so kind of had to double up there. Umbreon into GFisk, very neutral matchup, both tanky Mons. I believe the way this plays out is if the Umbreon shields the Earthquakes, it wins. If the GFisk lands the Earthquakes, it wins. And even shields. Earthquake just a much harder hitting move than Foul Play, obviously, as you see. But Umbreon is going to outpace, get to more of these foul plays. It's 12-9, 12-9, so an average of 10.5 turns for each foul play. Earthquake is 16-14, 16-14, so average of 15 turns. Get to 3 foul plays, approximately the same time as 2 Earthquakes. And willing to just let the Umbreon go. We'll probably get a nice little counter down here with DD. You come out with almost a Psycho Boost. I would have kind of liked to see to throw the Psycho Boost there, but this is fine. If there's an Azuin back, oh man, this trainer could be in a lot of trouble. Going for probably a Seed Bomb here. And gets the shield. It's a Surfetched. Oh my. Nidoqueen going off. Nidoqueen is just so good, man. And Jamie from Pallet really utilizing it well, saving shields for it, where it can shine. It doesn't have to take these charge moves. These jabs just so oppressive. Surfetch does get to another move here, which will take it out, but now you can probably just counter down. Yep, gets the counter down. Maybe you bait with Thunderbolt? Yeah, I love it. Maybe this was unnecessary. Maybe a debuffed Psycho Boost would have KO'd anyway. But this makes sense. Probably the safer play. I think a debuffed Psycho Boost probably would have KO'd from there, but... Easy claps. Jamie going off. Jamie absolutely going off. Tough lead here. DD safe swap, met by a Sableye, kind of hard counter City. But once again, we saw a similar situation earlier, except it was a Wigglytuff instead of an A9. And the Nido was able to sweep him back once the Sableye was gone. Nice counting by the opponent. They don't want to take the Psycho Boost, so they throw here. Now you come in with Umbreon. Gonna wait out your timer just to make sure you don't get switch locked against the A9. Probably gonna have to eat a return here, but that's fine. Doubles up. We'll have a foul play stored for later. Swap into Nido. What's in back? Oh my god, it's a Medicham. Nido sweep incoming. Nido sweep incoming. Man, this opponent's team's really weak to Charm. They gotta just hope they can line up their own Charmer with the opposing Charmer. It does successfully bait with Power Up Punch. So this is not over, because that A9... It's gonna need at least 3 more Charms, I believe, to get to a Weather Ball. It's another pup bait. Does Medi even get there? Medi doesn't even get to another move. Charm sneaks through. But this should be a CMP tie, I believe, on this next move. No, maybe A9 was still 1 away. And, yeah, that's going to KO. G to the G. Nidoqueen just going bonkers. Poison jab and everything in its path to the ground. Ben the ace. He's not an ace, he's a legend. Another tough lead, but Doesn't seem to be too tough for Jamie. This team keeps going well. This is a pretty even matchup, so I'm wondering if the opponent lets this Thunderbolt go through, there's a chance Jamie can take back Switch here. And he's definitely going to be able to get a shield advantage at least. Going for the Psycho Boost. I like this play because if you go for the Thunderbolt, the Licky's going to get off the move first. So I think going for that Psycho Boost makes a lot of sense. Yeah, now you're comfortable just taking shield advantage. Probably coming in with Umbreon here. Maybe overfarm a little bit. And shield advantage for Nido. We've seen how dangerous this thing is. They Power Whip, which is kind of interesting. Oh my god, the opponent gives up Switch. They gave up Switch. That is not the right play, opponents. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro, but that is not the right play. You have one of the hardest possible counters on the Umbreon, and you give up Switch. What's in back? Diggersby. Bro. If the opponent just lets their Licky go down, I think they probably win this game. But now they're in a tough spot. I think you called this Fire Punch. Okay. Going to Fang here, and then maybe a little combo play. Little combo wombo. With Foul Play. I like it. I would just throw my next one right away, even though they're probably going to catch it on Licky. Oh, they don't. That's why you do it, just in case. Because, like, let's say they do catch it on Licky, you would throw a Foul Play at Licky anyway. And now they just took two debuffed Foul Plays. Now the Licky comes in. Really nice overfarm. Jamie cognizant of how much energy the Licky had, which was not much. Fire Punch won't KO from here. Very nicely done. A bit of a mistake from the opponent that time by giving up Switch advantage and kind of just letting their Umbreon, or their Ninetales rather, get shredded. Letting it get shredded. But Jamie took advantage. Okay, very neutral matchup here. Even though it's Air Slash, Umbreon can still win this because Last Resort is just a much better move than Aerial Ace. So even though Mandy's dealing more fast move damage, these charge moves, these Last Resorts are going to do more than the Aerial Aces. Boop. Aerial Ace not doing very much. This is a very close matchup. I think if Mandy can like sneak in an extra Air Slash, it wins or something crazy. Could be wrong on that. Maybe somebody can let me know how the Air Slash Mandy versus Umbreon matchup is supposed to play out. Last Resort. Bang. Looks like the next one will KO. Sneaks in a Snarl. Getting off this Last Resort here. What's a little annoying is they might get a farm down with something. Oh yeah, they're going to get a big farm here with Azu, which is not ideal. I would have even considered swapping in your DD here. Because Azu gets a big farm down here. Basically going to get a free move off against DD. Play rough, that's fine. Aggressive swap into Nido. And it looks like they don't have a hard counter. Oh, play rough. Okay, so no Ice Beam. In comes Noctowl. Opponent is up a shield, but this Nido's up energy. And dude, just the Shadow Poison Jab plus Poison Fang is so busted. It's so good. Draws the shield from the Owl. Another Fang coming through. Went for a little undercharge. I like it. should be fine here because the Azu has been chipped quite a bit, so it's probably approaching Thunderbolt range. Yeah, it's almost in Thunderbolt range. Thunderbolt coming through. If this doesn't KO, it'll put it very low. Counter down. And Noctowl didn't have much energy. So a surrender. G to the G. Next battle. Another A9. So, when I talked about the, I won't say the word, but in a previous video when I talked about how I disagree with the belief that there is an external force that is trying to purposely pair you with certain Pokemon that will hard counter you. Jamie's seen quite a few A9 leads, which is like the worst possible lead. And it has not seemed to have affected him very much. Gets off a third Psycho Boost here. I'm not sure if this KOs the A9. Oh, it barely doesn't. Nice recognition by the opposing trainer that they could live it. And oh my god. This is their best answer for the Nido? What the heck? What the heck, bro? This is their best answer for the Nido? Is it Medicham back? Yeah, it's Medicham back. If this Medi has Pup, they might still have a chance. But if it doesn't have Pup, this game's over. Because the Bastiodon is not in Poison Fang range. You have to land an Earth Power there. So if this Medi can, like, farm down... And, well, I guess you just... Oh, you know what? I guess you just Fang the Medi and win CMP. And the Medi kind of has to shield this, right? Yeah, so you just win CMP with the Fang here. Yep. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as they say. And the opponent knows it's over. Wall face surrenders to the Nidoqueen. And we see a 5-0... No, 4-1, excuse me. Dino reward. We'll skip ahead a little bit. And Jamie reaches 34-35, which I believe is his all-time high elo, which he was able to end season 10 at. Look at that improvement from last season. Obviously, I'm sure he probably ran some spice and kind of fooled around after hitting Legend last season to end up at 25-46, considering he was over 3,000, obviously. But, man, look at that. 1 win shy of 1,000 wins. And a very impressive feat to hit this elo right here for Jamie. A very improved battle. There should be like a most improved battler award given out in the community or something. Jamie would definitely be, I think, a nominee for the award. So thank you, my man, for submitting those battles. Shout out to Jamie from Pallet. His links to Twitch and YouTube will be in the description, and Twitter as well. Make sure to go check him out. And all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.